Good day and welcome to our very short course on how to determine if some text is contained in a particular cell in Excel. Here you can see I have a giant list of addresses and there's a bunch of text in here. And I do not have the time to go through and check each one to figure out whether they contain a particular chunk of text that I'm looking for or not. There's actually 750 entries in this table. And yeah, I'm just not doing that by hand. So how do you do it? Well, there's a couple of ways, but the easiest way, the down and dirty, let's just get it done way, is to use the find command, the find function, I should say. So it's pretty straightforward. What you do is pick a cell. I'll just widen this out so you can see it better. Select a cell and insert. Now you can just actually type in, equals find bracket, so on and so forth. But if you want to use the GUI for it, you go from the Home tab way over to Formulas, and we're looking for text. And what we're looking for is find. And find, what text I'm looking for is blog spot. And I want to find the text where? Well, I want to find it in that cell. And I would like it to start searching at character number 1. So if I wanted to ignore the first 12 characters in the cell, I could set that to a 12, but I want it to look right from the start. Click OK. And that comes up with the position, which is blog spot. Apparently it's 25 characters over. OK. Now watch. I can drag that down, and you can see this one does not have blog spot in it, but these others do. Actually, a lot of these do. Wow. OK, now I'm going to expand this all the way down to 750 simply by clicking that little grab corner and double clicking on it, and it'll move it all the way down for me. Now, I want to sort these so that I can get just the ones with blogspot in them. So how do you do that? Well, it's not very hard. Let's go here, and just for the sake of putting a header up here, I'm just going to put BS for blogspot because that's what I'm looking for here. So click on any of the cells and select the Home tab, select Format as Table. There's a lot of ways you can do this. I just like using tables. They're just easier. Click OK. There we go. And now you can sort. Yes, you could just use sort to do this, but this is just easy. So I'm going to click smallest to largest. And you can see here that all of these ones with the value, which is the ones that failed, are not blogspot. So all the ones that are blogspot, I could just click on, for instance, click on the first one, go all the way down to where there are no more blogspot. There it is, to where it starts failing. And I can hold the Shift key and click on the last one, and then I can press Control-C to copy it, and I can put it into anything, Word, Excel, whatever. So there's my list of things that contain blogspot. Now, another way to go that gives you a little more flexibility but will make a little less sense, at least at the superficial level, is using the CountIf command. So let's just show you that. It's not very challenging. What we want to do is click on a cell adjacent to the column that we're looking at, select Insert Function, and you can just type in CountIf. And there it is. And it's just saying, count this as a 1 if whatever we put in here is correct. What cell are we looking at? What range? Well, in this case, we're just looking at an individual cell, so that's not much of a range, but that's it. And the criteria is wildcard blog spot. That's what I'm actually looking to put in. And you can see there, it comes up with a 1 for all of the ones that are blogspot, and it comes up with a 0, which we're going to get to in just a second, for the ones that do not. Okay? That's a little more complex as far as the English of the syntax goes, but it does give us a couple of options. So let's copy this entire chunk of if statement here, and let's do something that's a little more useful than a 0 or a 1. So we'll do insert function. Just type if in the top here and press the enter key and you'll get it. Paste in the formula that we just took. And if it's true, it contains BS. No BS is the option, is the other option. And it automatically ran down because it's in a table, which is great. So let's scroll down to somewhere around 700 and see if it worked. Yay, it did work. There we go. So that might be a little easier for someone to comprehend, right? We could then get rid of this column because we really have no use for it. In fact, we could get rid of both of these columns because we don't have any use for those at all. So there you go. That's the formula. If CountIf bracket, the cell we're looking at here, contains Blogspot, we output contains BS, and if it doesn't, we output does not contain BS. And again, I could sort on that. I could say, well, let's sort the other way just to make the point. And I could grab this content with the no BS, say that's what I was looking for, and I could put it in this sheet here. There we go. Or I could put it into Excel or Word or anything else. Okay, I'm going to undo that because I don't want it. Now, in case you're wondering what I'm doing with this, I'll put a link in the top right-hand corner right about here, because these are garbage links, and these links actually negatively affect my websites. And so I need to what's called disavow them. And to do that, I have to create a very simple file and submit it to Google. And that's what I'm going to do in that video. Hey, I'd really appreciate it if you click like. It super helps with the Google algorithms. Subscribe, super appreciated as well. If you have any questions or concerns, just put them in the comments section below and I'll get back to you or somebody else will, usually fairly quickly. And you could always get a hold of us at www.urtech.ca, where you can see we spend a lot of time on Windows 10, Windows 11, Azure, Office 365, Office products. Basically, if it's Microsoft or Android, we probably have a lot on it here. That's that. Have a great day. Bye-bye.